I'm not poisoning anything.
You're not, huh? Get over. Get around there! Now, if you're not poisoning the pond, let's see you tip up that jug and take a swig.
Well, I can't do that. It's concentrated chlorine. It kills the algae and fungus.
It kills fish, too. We've tried 2 or 3 times to stop this pond.
But this water's only for swimming.
What do you think fish do? Walk? Now, take your jug of poison and get out of here.
Lady, I'm only following orders of Mr. Drysdale.
Aha! So Mr. Drysdale put you up to this, did he?
Yes, ma'am. And now, if you don't mind, I'm running a little late.
You're running fast, that's how you're running.
Sound like Granny must have treed something. All right, Jethro. Read me that letter from Mr. Drysdale's bank.
I don't think you're going to want to hear it, Uncle Jed. It's terrible news.
Like what?
Like you ain't got no more money.
I don't want no more money. I got more than I can use right now. 35, 40 million in it.
Not according to this letter, you ain't got nothing. You're broke.
Broke? Jed Clampett?
Yes, ma'am, that's a fact. He's what they call overdrawed.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that you owe Mr. Drysdale's bank $34.70.
That's why he wanted to get shed of us, putting poison in our pond. Next thing you know, they'll be burning down our barn.
Who?
Mr. Drysdale, that's who. Oh, he was nice as pie to you when you had millions in his bank. But now that it's all gone, he has no use for you.
How could all that money be gone? Jethro, are you for sure positive certain that letter's for me?
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed. There it is, wrote in black and white. Mr. J.D. Clampett.
Why don't you go out and get yourself an honest job?
Oh, an actor must keep himself available in case the studio calls.
You've been available now for over 10 years, man.
Must you tell it to all the neighbors?
Who's telling them? They already know you're a bum.
I am an actor.
You are a bum.
Oh, Paul, you are going to regret that when my big break comes, and it's you. Charles Boyer has switched to character parts. So, who do you think is going to take his place as the suave, continental leading man?
Not you, Jake.
That's Jacques.
That jerk.
Maybe the good news is right here in this mailbox.
Now, you listen to me. You open that box and you're going to pick up every single bill that falls out.
Hold your apron, Opal.
Why, I put up with this, I'll never know.
Someday, this will all be fan mail.
Can't even go home to Mother. We're living with her.
Someday, I will open this bank statement, and it will say that I am worth $36,422,000.
And someday, I will turn into Liz Taylor.
It did say that.
Say what?
I'm worth $36,422,000. Well, don't just stand there, Liz. Help me look.
I'll tell you where your money went, Jed Clampett. Why you're flat busted broke. You're living too high on the hog.
Hello? Could I speak to Mr. Drysdale, please? Oh, thank you very kindly. Mr. Drysdale done left for the bank. What do you mean, too high on the hog?
That's what I mean, too high on the hog. Back home you used to holler 2 miles to your neighbor. Out here you can't even holler next door. You have to use an expensive telephone.
Granny, I don't hardly think I spent $35 million on the telephone.
Milkman, come. Want some?
That's what I mean. Buying milk off on a truck instead of having our cow and squeezing our own. There you go, using your finger instead of your lungs.
Well, now, Granny, the bank's about a 4 to 5 mile holler.
Uncle Jed, I'll drive you down to the bank in the truck.
That's the most sinful waste of all. Buying expensive gasoline for that fancy truck instead of walking a paltry 8 or 10 miles.
I don't mind walking. Just got my shoes fixed.
And you wonder where your money went.
Well, Granny's cheaper than buying him a new pair.
Young'uns don't don't need shoes out here in Beverly Hills. That's one thing this place has got. Barefoot weather the whole year round.
Morning, Paul. Can I ask you something?
Sure, Ellie.
There you are. There's the whole thing in a nutshell. Take a good look, everybody.
Well, what's the matter, Granny? I was just fixing to give Wendell his breakfast.
That's just it. Back home, we used to live off of possums. Out here, possums are living off of us. Fetch me my big lard barrel, Jethro.
Lord barrel. Granny, you ain't fixing to fry Wendell, are you?
No, child. I'm fixing to pack up our things and all our belongings and go on back home and stop this mad, crazy spending spree before we all end up in the poorhouse. Or maybe get poisoned from the poison pond.
Poison pond? Well, Granny, me and Wendell was just going swimming.
Well, save your swimming for the creek back home.
Now, simmer down, Granny. I don't believe Mr. Drysdale poisoned our pond no more than I believe we spent all our money.
Here you are, Granny.
Hold it, Jethro. Put that down.
Well, if it ain't spent, where is it?
That's what I'm calling up to find out. Well, good morning to you, Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills. This here is Jed Clampett. Could I speak to Mr. Drysdale, please? Thank you, ma'am. Everything must be fine. It's real friendly.
Mr. Drysdale's office? No, I'm sorry. He's on his way to the airport for an out-of-town trip.
Mr. Drysdale's leaving town?
That's where your money went, leaving town with him.
Could I please talk to Miss Hathaway?
Well, I'm afraid she's with Mr. Drysdale.
Is both gone?
It took them both to tote your money. Start packing, young'un.
Come on, everybody, let's get going.
Paul, Granny says she ain't a-coming with us to the bank.
She's a-coming, all right. If I leave her here, she's liable to move out before we get back.
But, Paul, she's a-packing a barrel, and she says she ain't gonna leave it.
Don't you worry about this. Hop on there. She's a-coming. Granny, he's all going down to the bank. You want to sit up there next to Ellie? Or you want to ride in that barrel?
I'll ride with Ellie. But only because I'm sitting on the cabbage grater.
Start her up, Jethro.
Yeah, start her up and squander some more of that money that we ain't got none left of.
Gasoline or no gasoline, we's all going down to the bank and see about this overdrawed letter. Let her roll, Jethro.
Hey, you in that truck. You can't stop there. Move on.
Well, Mr. Policeman, we got business in the bank there.
Move on or I'll give you a ticket.
Oh, no, thank you. We already got a ticket for parking here.
Two of them. A $5 ticket and a $10 ticket.
Doggos, we should have brought him along.
Move on or I'll give you a $20 ticket.
Thank you very kindly, but we couldn't let you do that.
What?
We still got our pride even though we is flat busted broke.
Oh, you're vagrants.
No, sir, I'm Jed, this Ellie Mae, and sitting next to her.
You want me to run you in?
Well, no, sir, you just stand aside, I'll walk in. See, we got business in there.
Oh, you're not only traffic violators and vagrants, you're bum check artists. Now get that heap out of here before I arrest a lot of you.
You sure ain't being very friendly.
We don't want your kind in Beverly Hills. Now move it.
You wouldn't talk so sassy if I had my gun.
Done.
Drive on, Jethro. I got the feeling that we ain't welcome around here no more.
There's a cop. Maybe you shouldn't try to cash the check.
Baby, it's the bank's mistake, not mine. Besides, is a man with $36 million going to miss a few thousand?
Yeah, but it still seems dishonest. It isn't your money.
Baby, to get a break in Hollywood, you've got to put up a big front. This is my chance. Next week, when I'm a big star, I'll pay it back.
Well, Janet, Mr. Drysdale is winging east. And that leaves you and me to man this nerve center of our mighty bank. A little frightening, isn't it?
Yes, Miss Hathaway.
Now, during the chief's absence, I shall occupy his office and you will remain at my desk.
Miss Hathaway's office. One moment, please. It's the new teller, Mr. Wilson. He said there's a rather shabbily dressed man by the name of J.D. Clampett wanting to withdraw $10,000.
Wilson, Hathaway here. Don't let appearances deceive you. Mr. J.D. Clampett is good for any amount up to $36,422,000. Glad to help.
36 million.
Needless to say, he is Mr. Drysdale's favorite depositor. Oh, that reminds me. The chief is having some work done at the Clampett estate. New filtering system for the pool, repairs to the driveway. I'll get on the phone and see that these things are taken care of. Oh, and, by the by, if Jethro should stop up to see me, just send him in.
Jethro. Oh, he's that big, good-looking kid. I'll be watching for him.
Alex, stand up, dear.
Oh.
Could you walk for me, please? Turn around for me, Janet, please. Around. You take the chief's office, I'll remain out here. That is an order.
How about it, Uncle Jed? We gonna pack up and go back to the hills?
It's up to you to decide, Jed. You're the head of the clan. Whatever you say goes.
What's it gonna be, Paul? Go back home or stay here?
We're gonna stay here.
No, we ain't. We're going back home.
Jed's gonna whop you, Granny.
I'd rather get whomped than poisoned. Or shot down by Mr. Drysdale's hired killers.
What hired killers?
That policeman out front of his bank.
He was going for his gun when we drawed away.
Let's go back and whomp that rascal.
We'll feud the whole thing.
Wait a minute. Now, ain't nobody going nowhere or do nothing till I am dead for certain convinced that Mr. Drysdale has turned against us and he's trying to get himself rid of us.
What does he have to do to convince you, Jed? Who's that?
I don't know, but I smell hot tar.
Me too.
Well, Jed, does tar and feathers convince you?
Now, just calm down, everybody. Hey, mister, what you got in that little tank there? Hot tar. Is it for anyone in particular? Yeah, a fellow named Clampett. This your idea, or did somebody put you up to it? A man named Drysdale hired me for the job.
Well, Jed, heard enough? Convinced now?
Of course he's convinced. Let's swamp that little rascal and head back for the hills. Oh, hold on now. I can handle that little feller. As far as the leaving goes, no matter how sorry Mr. Drysdale goes to treating us, we got to stay a mite longer.
Why?
What for? As it says here in this letter, we owe the bank $34.70, and we can't leave town owing money.
We ain't got $34.70.
Then we got to go out and earn it. Ain't never been a Clampett known to do a dishonest thing, and we ain't gonna be the first.
Now, don't you and your mother wait dinner for me, doll. I'll grab a bite of the studio commissary.
What studio?
Well, how can I tell until after I've weighed all the offers? Oh, and stop packing, doll. I can't wait to get away from that old, broken-down heap.
Now, that's no way to talk about Mother's house.
Who's talking about her house?
Jake Clampett.
Jacques, dear, Jacques. Oh, and doll, here. Get yourself some decent clothes.
But Jake!
Don't worry. I'm on my way to the bank for more. Get yourself a mink. After all, your husband's in pictures now. You are the wife of a star.
I'm the wife of a bum!
Little man, can I talk you out of this?
Why don't you stop bugging me? I got a job to do.
Yeah, well, like I keep telling you, I don't think you're man enough to do it. At least he's not alone.
Well, I do.
Please, won't you give up this notion?
Want to know something? You're going to get hot tar all over you.
I'm sorry you're such a muley, little feller.
There he goes.
Just be thankful I didn't head first you into the hot tub.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now let's go figure out how to raise that money.
How about Rusty, my swimming, bird-loving cat, Paul? Do I have to sell him?
Well, I tell you, Ellie, we do need the money, and swimming, bird-loving cats ain't too common. Might bring good price.
All right, Paul. Well, how about Earl, my Benny Rooster that plays dead?
Well, Benny Roosters that plays dead is kind of rare, too.
Paul, do I have to sell little Army?
Well, I'll tell you what, Ellie. I figure on making so much money cutting and selling wood, and with Jethro helping, and Granny peddling her pickled crow's gizzards, you're selling your animals liable to burden us down with a lot of money that we just don't need. So, turn them all loose.
How you coming, Jethro? Putting everything all together, we got 80 cents.
We owe $34.70. How much does that leave for us to have to earn?
Well, let's see. 34.70. Naught, take away naught, leaves naught. 7, take away 8, leaves a minus 1. 4, take away naught, carry over minus 1, and bring down the 3.
Doggy, you sure can cipher. That's one thing we got out of Beverly Hills, a fine education for you.
Fetch my gun. Fetch my gun. Get me my gun.
What's the matter now, Granny?
I just caught another varmint out by the cement pond. Says he's going to shut off my water.
What for?
Drysdale's orders. Says he's putting in a new system. I reckon that means he wants to get rid of us.
I can't believe a man would be mean enough to thirst us out of here.
I say it's feuding time. We've been provoked beyond human endurance.
Howdy, Miss Hathaway.
Give me that phone.
I'll take it. Jed Clampett speaking.
But, Mr. Clampett, how can you be at home? You were just downstairs drawing out another $10,000. What? Stay there. I'll call you right back.
Well, Jake, you made it, just like you said you would. There you are in front of the movie cameras.
Action. Cut. Thank you, Mr. Clampett.
Thank you. Just one
This will be on the 5 o'clock news.
Thank you so much.
Well, did you hear that, Jake? You're going to be famous, just like you always promised.
So, maybe a producer will see me. Call the studios and tell them to catch the 5 o'clock news.
Of course, mere words can never express our deep humiliation over this unforgivable error. But your bank account has already been reimbursed, and Mr. Jake Clampett is safely in jail.
In jail?
Clampett?
Well, yes.
I don't hardly think we can hold still for that.
But he took your money.
Oh, any kin of mine is welcome to whatever I got.
But you don't know that he is your kin.
We don't know that he ain't neither.
I reckon we'd like him fetched out of there just as quick as can be.
All right, if you insist.
Now, this is what I mean by putting up a front.
Wow, Jake.
That jock.
I warn you not to try and take advantage of this situation. I am certain there is not the remotest possibility that you could be even distantly related to these wonderful people. And I am rushing back to the bank now to check you out thoroughly.
Well, howdy there. You must be Mr. and Mrs. Clampett.
Cousin Jed.
Pleased to meet you. Say, what side of the family are you from?
This is my wife, Opal. And, darling, this is my long-lost favorite cousin, Jed Clampett.
Howdy, man. This here is my daughter, Ellie.
Cousin Ellie.
This here is Granny.
Cousin Ellie.
Say howdy to Granny.
Howdy, Granny. This young lady belongs in the movies, and I'm going to see that she gets there.
Well, thank you. Can we all go? There's going to be a double feature tonight.
Marvelous. She's so wonderfully naive and unspoiled.
And this here is my nephew, Jethro.
Howdy. I hear tell you're a movie actor.
Quite right, my lad.
Well, let's all go and have some victuals and get better acquainted with our cousins, Opal and Jake.
That's Jacques.
That's Jake.
Wow, Jake, look at this room.
Yeah, well, I reckon you being married to a movie actor, it ain't quite what you used to.
You can say that again.
Well, we got bigger rooms down the hall.
Oh, no. This is fine.
Oh, by the way, don't let this thing fool you the way it done Granny. She thought it was some kind of a fancy bathtub. And duck your head when you walk under this thing. Of course, you can't hurt it none. It's been walked into so much, it's just hanging there in 100 pieces.
Mr. Clampett, that's a crystal chandelier.
Yeah, but you don't want to try to light none of them candles. I reached up, stuck my finger in one of them one night to feel for the wick. Knocked me clean across the room.
Electrically wired.
Oh, yeah, it's held together real good.
Well, that's one thing Jake doesn't have to worry about, being too tall.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's about the shortest clamp I ever did see.
You can say that again. Short of money, short of talent.
You see, man?
Opal was just agreeing with you that I'm short.
Well, that'll come in real handy with these beds here. If Jethro and me was to sleep in one of them, we'd hang over from the knees down.
Can I come in?
What you got there, Granny?
Victuals for the company. I bet you too's hungry.
You can say that again.
Let's go wash up.
Oh, yeah, excuse us.
I reckon Cousin Jake's woman is kind of hard of hearing. That's the third time she's asked to have something said again.
Maybe she'll get some help from these pickled crow gizzards.
She just might. Ain't nothing here is better than a crow.
Help yourself, kid. I got 56 jars of them.
Oh, yeah, you made these to peddle to help raise money.
Yeah, but now that we don't need the money, we got ourselves a couple of weeks of company eating.
Hey, it's finger licking good, Granny. Can I have seconds?
Hold on. Here comes Jake and his missus.
Well, now, isn't this nice of you?
I reckon it is. Jake here being our cousin,
And a movie picture actor.
you deserve the best.
Hope you folks can stay a spell.
Well, we wouldn't want...
Eat and run? Oh, I think we can manage at least a week.
How do you like my pickled crow gizzards?
What did you say they were?
I said they're pickled crow gizzards.
Granny's got 56 jars. We can have them 3 meals a day.
Not into her.
Reckon she ain't partial to crow gizzards. What do you think of them, Cousin Jake?
Oh, I'm staying a week. This isn't the first time I've eaten crow.